Hello, everybody. It's your favorite Star Girl checking in again. Apollo is here too. I'm in a good mood, actually. I'm feeling, I'm keeping my vibe high. And it's just so funny to me because other people are not. And not that that brings me joy like I do if I see someone like in an old earth. I'm praying for them. I'm like, I would love to see you like take your power back. But a lot of people are just freely like giving their power away right now. And some people, like when you bring that to their attention, are receptive to growing with you and changing and like seeing things in a new light. And other people are too rooted in ego to ever be convinced that anything but like, their truth is true. So all you can do is keep on keeping on. And so that's what I keep doing. It's like I embody what I tell others to do, basically. It's like I don't know why the TV randomly stopped. I was like fucking with the sound of the rain and now it's not playing and there's no background noise. But anyways, um I just saw this book here and I don't know why, but I feel called to just turn to a random page and read a quote. Um I opened to a page about the mystery of sex transmutation, and actually, I reblogged a quote about um, those kinds of relations today that I think I feel called to share with you. Okay, so this quote is, "You are not going to be great in sex if you can't calm your mind, get out of your head, and relax your body. Or you will struggle greatly with sex if you live with depleted energy due to your daily habits. Modern culture and its dopamine addictions have downgraded the quality of sex. Acts like yoga, breathwork, meditation, tai chi, martial arts, humming, eating quality food, nature walks, or focus drills like doing one thing at a time, such as washing the dishes without stopping and doing anything else until the task is completed, will help your body get out of flight or fight. They wrote flight or flight. And be the kind of body that has the capacity, groundedness, passion, relaxation, and focus to be able to make love well. We are here to be fruitful and multiply people, okay? But people are too distracted. Nobody wants to build a healthy, happy family anymore because everyone is too worried. They're like, I cannot connect with another because what if they voted for Donald Trump? Or what if they support Kanye West? These are just like examples of like I shared a Kanye link, new sleeves has been stuck in my head all day. I shared a link on Tumblr and immediately someone sends me an anal message like, how do you support Kanye when he just fucking sucks as a human being? Uh, Look, I used to think the same way. I used to feel the same way. Like if I really liked a man and he was just all about listening to like some sort of like toxic abuser, like I would see that as a reason to like get really divisive and like put a barrier between me and that person. But it's like other people can do what they are doing and be interested in what they are interested in, and it doesn't have to lower your vibration. You just have to, because if you are trying to make them change and like make them see the error of their ways, you are not responding to what is. You are not acknowledging that they are the way they are. You are just saying, this is broken and I need to fix it. And if we all just accept everyone for who everyone is, then we can be more authentically ourselves and we can connect so much better. Oh my gosh, like, wow, this is profound. Anyway, so I'm gonna shuffle some tarot cards and see what other messages come out. But basically, overall, like the theme of my life lately too has been Hotel California by the Eagles. There's a lot of messages in that song. But there's one part when it says, this could be heaven or this could be hell. And that might be the title of this video because so here's the King of Cups. This is someone who is like balanced in their masculine and feminine energy. This is where we want to be. But it's true. Life can always be heaven or hell, right? So if you are living in an old earth and like feeling so like divisive and separate from everyone else because they don't think the same as you, or it's like you're caught in a social media echo chamber and like, dude, I don't know, but it's just like you are shrinking your world because out of fear instead of expanding and being open and curious and saying, what is possible? Now that all these changes are happening, what is possible? Because it's not even just like, again, I'm not MAGA. I'm not a Trump supporter, okay? But I'm just stating the facts, okay? All this change that's happening, it is not even like, it's not just, we can't just scapegoat Donald Trump. Okay, we have to look at like there are like planets that are changing that have not changed in 20 fucking years, that have not switched signs, right? Like we're in the age of Aquarius now. Like this was all bound to happen. This is all written in the stars, right? So instead of putting yourself in suffering by not responding to what is, we have to look. There was a photo I shared on Tumblr, and it was like a bunch of fish swimming, right? And it was like, don't panic, organize, right? And so, like, initially, like the don't panic image was like all the fish swimming off and scattering and being afraid. But then in organize, it was like the fish fought back and like formed like an army and they're all swimming in the same direction, you know? It's like, that's what we need to do. We need to realize, like, I am not your enemy. No one is the enemy. It's you versus you. Okay. So, um, and also in Hotel California, at the end, it says you can check out anytime, but you can never leave. Checking out is living in sin, is being unconscious, right? And like, of course, you have free will to end of the game at any time if that's what you so choose to do. Um, but Eight of Pentacles. Um, Basically, what I'm trying to say here is I saw another photo. I think it came up on my Pinterest, and it was like a strange game. The only losing move is not to play. So the only way you're losing is if you're being unconscious, right? So you can check out anytime, but it's like you can never leave because if you do like end this version of the game, like in my belief anyways, you're just going to be reborn in another life and like maybe you'll get bad karma for whatever you did in this life. But if you're on purpose, then your next life can only stand to be more fruitful and abundant and give you more of what you need. The devil, fucking Chris Angel looking ass bitch. Um, yeah, like why look at him. He's like reaching out to you. This is rage bait. I made a little mini app on Tumblr talking about this, but rage bait was psychically shown to me the other day because that is what the internet is full of right now. Anyone is looking for any reason to get really angry. And it's not even just like at, say, like the government, but it'll just be like because you are in this angry, anxious, like fear-driven state, your first instinct is to assume that others are trying to hurt you, that like others don't have good intentions because you're not in a receptive frame of mind. So you're not receiving what life is trying to give you. You're blocking it unnecessarily. So, how do we fix this? Cards. What this one? King of Swords. So yeah, we have lots of kings here. I am feeling very much like a girl king lately, like a girl god. Um, I just think that like women, we hold the answers, like we are such intuitive creatures, the Two of Swords. And so this is a woman, you see, she's blindfolded. So it's like she can't see the truth. She's not responding to what is. She's trying to make the world what she thinks it should be instead of acknowledging the universe is always giving me what I need. It's always giving me situations that are helping me grow into a bigger version of myself. And if I'm trying to manipulate those, then I am missing out on my karma. There's lots of blue in here too. So I feel like communication is really big right now. And actually, yeah, even like at work today, like I had a really good chance to communicate with someone that I like working with and like um it was like, because in the past she's had editors that just like were more ego driven and like interested in like fighting with her. And it was like I was like, I don't want to fight with you. Like I just want you to tell me like, okay, this is my situation, and then I want to be able to help you find solutions. And that's literally exactly what we did. And it was a very productive call. And like people just like they're continuously praising me for my leadership. So I would like to thank The Apprentice. I binge watched 8 seasons and got a masterclass in how to lead and how not to lead. Um and it was a lot. It was free, actually. I didn't have to fucking pay for it. You know how much an education costs these days? A lot, but there is so much free knowledge out there. So why are you not putting yourself on game? Like, why are you just cycling through the same 5 apps and like checking up on what the same people are doing? That's one thing I'll do. And in New Earth too, is I literally like block people. Like if you are showing up in my likes every day and like, I don't want anything to do with you, then it's pretty evident that like you are not on purpose, right? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna block you so that you don't have access to my energy anymore, and then maybe you'll be forced to see things differently. See, this is like I both these people, these are two women, right? This one is like this is in an old earth, okay? She is like giving her power away. Because if you just took the blindfold off, bitch, you could see what was going on. This person, closed their eyes to all the bullshit outside and went within and said, "This is truth." Or let me show me truth. Just ask the universe to show you truth over and over and over and over again. And that is what you will be shown is truth. And whether you can accept that or not, what did Pharrell say? The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. It's okay to be pissed off by things, but just instead of leaning into that and getting angry, be curious and be like, oh my God, I'm being so human again. Like, I noticed that I'm feeling this sort of feeling. Like, your feelings, you don't have to lead with them. You can examine them and use them as tools, but they shouldn't be like, if you act on your feelings all the time, you're going to be like very impulsive, you know? It's like that's what I was talking about earlier, like finding that balance between masculine and feminine. And actually, on the table right now, I have three cards with men on them and three cards with women. And a lot of these are very like androgynous looking motherfuckers. Well, actually, this guy looks like Tom Green, who is a weirdo. And we have Chris Angel. Raise your vibration is a mantra that calls me to light up. That's so funny because I was literally just telling my dad to raise his vibration. Um, so I would honestly say like I only started understanding energy and the concept of like a vibration within like the last few years. Like before that, if I heard someone talking like this, I'd be like, what do you mean? But like on some level, I feel like I've always been kind of like tapped into energy in that way, but it's just like I never, when I was younger, I didn't have people around me who were thinking as big as me, so I could never like explore these topics. And now, thankfully, I'm just very well versed in energy, and I keep getting like psychic visions of things. And so I just trust those. Like, I'm here, okay? I'm not in an old earth. I'm not leaning into like divisive tactics. Like, everyone just wants to like satiate their ego and convince themselves they're so much more superior, that their way of doing things is better, that like they have all the answers. But if we're gonna build a new earth, like we can't just build a new earth that satisfies you. Like we're building a new earth that is like for the greater good, that is allowing us to build happy, healthy families. I had a vision that I'm gonna have twins. I haven't had sex over here, but I'm over here like, uh, but yeah, I don't know. So I feel like that's happening. And well, manifesting is my superpower. So you are always manifesting your reality, right? So as soon as you take accountability for that, then that is when it becomes your superpower. Because if you don't like the circumstances of your life, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Even for example, like my mom is kind of like she's stuck in an old earth, and so like her hobbies a lot of the time will be like putting on like a very like chaotic like police drama or fire drama or like girly show where like there's all kinds of like negativity or whatever, and then she'll just scroll on her phone and it's like she's not even paying attention to what's on the TV, but it's just she's absorbing all of that noise, right? And then she's just sitting there like playing like Royal Match or Candy Crush or whatever the fuck. Like, if that's what you need to do to calm down, like, okay, sure, like, yeah, but maybe like what I started doing even is just like I felt like the people around me weren't saying positive things, so I started tapping into like podcasts that are about like interesting, like higher vibrational things, you know, but it was like I was just being very conscious of like what I'm consuming. Like I don't even watch TV like that. Like I edit like multiple articles a week about like different TV shows and like ending explaining whatever. So it's like, you know, I'm like caught up on like what's coming out and whatever, but I don't actually have to sit down and watch it myself, which is nice. Because a lot of that shit, it's like it's rage bait. It is like just to make you angry or to like make you feel insecure or like less than or like you need to live a certain way to be happy. But happiness is a choice. And in a new earth, happiness is always within my grasp, is closer to me than my next breath. You know, it's like you can always choose joy. You can choose like when I was watching The Apprentice last night, I think I want to do like a things we learned from The Apprentice video eventually. This is like the first celebrity season, and it's like Piers Morgan was on it and Omarosa was on it, and she's I don't know, she's fucking weird. She's like, I think Piers is gay, blah blah blah. And Donald is like, does Piers want to come back in here and defend himself? And Piers storms in the boardroom, and you think he's gonna like give in to the rage bait, right? Like Omarosa was trying to bait him and make him angry. What does this man do? He storms in there and gives like Trace Adkins, this cowboy, like a giant smooch on the cheek. He's like, you beautiful cowboy. You know, and like that is the perfect way to handle those things because like instead, um, like uh like probably like a year and a half ago, like people were like really really on me being like, "Oh my God, like you must be a Zionist, blah blah blah," because like I don't know, I guess I didn't have a lot to say about like the Free Palestine. Like I care a lot about the state of the world, but if I am too entrenched in the news and reading statistics about what's going on constantly, it's just lowering my vibration. It's not good for me. But so people were just like projecting all kinds of things onto me, right? And saying all kinds of negative things. And like for a while, like I was giving into fear and I was like, okay, like let me like never go to Starbucks then, because I guess like that's pretty much all I can do to like prevent this war from happening. Like that's the one thing in my control. But like it was so performative, you know, because I started going to Starbucks again and I was like, fuck, I'm a lot happier now because I'm doing what I want to do and I'm not performing to like maintain connections with people who are going to judge me if I'm not aligned with like their political views. I don't want those kinds of connections in my life. Like I only want to be aligned with people who like see humans for humans and who like aren't giving into divisiveness. Okay? Like if we're gonna be friends and then you expect me to like not listen to any artist you like, or like you're like, oh my God, like I don't know why you watch The Apprentice, blah blah blah. Because this man is the president no matter what. So it's like I've taken the purple pill. I'm trying to study him and learn what I can so I can deal with what's to come in the next 4 years and just to get a grasp, you know? Doesn't make me a bad person. It really, it's not like I'm out here giving like tens of thousands of dollars to the Trump administration. Like, no, I'm just a girl in Canada shuffling some fucking cards. And I actually get out here on the internet and I like share my energy with people and I encourage them to do better, you know? And I'm offering solutions to people and I'm like showing them the way. And people want to come down on me. I'm like, oh, there's a quote from New Body. Bitches be sleeping on me, but be claiming they're woke. People, they do. They think that like because they're anti-Trump, like people are out here reblogging photos like I didn't vote for him. You know how stupid you look? Like, I don't let your inner fire warm you, but not burn you. So, um, trust like what you feel passionate about, but then also it's all about maintaining that balance. So it's like passion can come in the form of like being really dedicated to your workplace. But then like I think I was talking about this in my last video. Like if you get too dedicated to work, you can forget to care for yourself. Or if you like pour too much of yourself into your romantic relationship, you can stop caring about your friendships. Or like, you know, I could come up with like a million different examples, but it's like follow your bliss, follow your passion, but also stay disciplined. Like integrate play and fun and passion into your daily life, but also do the work. So it's like, how can you show up for yourself while still making the most of life and choosing joy and having fun and like not letting the bastards get you down? Because the bastards are out there and they're nitpicky, honey. Okay, I'm gonna cut each of these decks. Choose kindness. True. It's not, it's actually easier to choose to be kind than it is to choose to be rude. Like choosing to be rude and negative, that takes a lot of energy. But kindness, like if you are in the right vibration, it just emanates from you. It's just, again, it's closer to you than your next breath. Two of Cups. Choose kindness, choose love. Okay. This could be heaven or this could be hell. The choice is yours. I love you guys so much. Bye.